All right, little update time. I'm out here with my boy Baloo, my girl B. Yeah, hi. We wanted to give you guys an update on how he's doing. A lot of you know Baloo went out to West Vet, about a week and a half ago. Spent 5 days out there. Initially, what we did is Monday, the week before, he kind of woke up, was kind of acting like he had some hip pain, and we really wanted to get it checked out, so we immediately took him to the vet that night. And so we got sent home with, sorry about all the rocking, we got big old Newfie getting at you. Huh, Bubba? So we took him in. They thought, there's some laxity in his hips on the x-ray. They kind of pulled on him, and so the initial report was that, hey, Baloo's got some problems going on back there, and we're going to just start him on some pain meds because we can't really do anything for it with surgery or whatnot until he's a little older and done growing. So from there, we kind of took him home, got him on the meds. Next day, he wasn't eating, so we got a little concerned with that. We got him to still take the pain pills. We thought maybe if he continued to take those, he would be okay. Come Wednesday morning, he still hadn't eaten, so we're looking at missed 2.5 meals at this point. So we then took him back to the vet and said, hey, look, still not eating. We then scheduled the consultation with the ortho guy from there to get everything looked at for his hips. But really, they're like, we're going to get you another pain med. Maybe he's in that much pain that he doesn't want to eat, he's not hungry, and doesn't want to do anything. If he's not back to what a normal puppy should be doing at this point, then we'll have to take another kind of form of action. So Thursday, he was eating. He kind of looked a little bit better. He still had kind of like a droopy eye. So it looked like that ever since Monday, since they kind of sedated him. So we kind of weren't sure necessarily what happened there. But he kind of looked a little bit more like a puppy. He did eat, right? So we got him some wet food. We got him a couple of different things. We tried cheese. We tried, yogurt. We tried everything to get this dog to eat. And normally he'll eat anything. He's like a big garbage can. So Friday rolls around, he's then now back to not eating. So we go back to the vet. We say, hey, look, we just need to figure out what's going to go on here. We can't continue to give him pain pills because he's clearly not responding to them. The vet at this point was, okay, fine, let's do, maybe he's got parvo as a pup. Even though he has had his, vaccines, there are rare cases. So we did that test. Then he's like, let's, re-look at some of his blood work. So even though they ran it on Monday, has anything changed? And there were a couple of different changes, but nothing that really stood out to the vet. And so then from there, we took a chest x-ray to see, okay, well, maybe he's got something going on his chest as well. And that's where they found this big old, hunk of liquid that was in his chest cavity. So for us at that point, we go to a normal emergency vet that, again, can do 99% of the problems that you would typically see with, and that's why we went there. But they told us, at this point, we gotta send you down to West Vet. So went down to West Vet, and they, got us right in, and said we're gonna have to put in some drain tubes into him, and he's gonna have to stay from there. So this is Friday. So of course, at this point, Friday night, nobody else is in. So come Saturday, they had drained out 1,100 cc's of fluid, or 1,100 milliliters, depending on which term you'd like to use. So a lot of liquid, right? And he was looking a lot better, but still kind of down and out. They got him on an antibiotic because they just weren't sure what was the liquid. We ended up paying to get the person in to go do all the testing on a weekend, because they don't normally, I guess, come in until like Tuesday, and I didn't want to wait for my dog to have someone looking at him. So we did that. From there, they got the test back, said, hey, it's bacterial. So beforehand they'd kind of told us, like, well, it could either be cancerous, it could be some sort of heart problem, it could be this bacteria infection, or there's like one other thing. And so, I mean, you're looking at cancer, or oh, it's trauma, right? Trauma. It's like all of those different things. There's not a lot of great choices. So they ended up narrowing it down that night to cancer or into the bacteria. So we actually didn't find out that it was the bacteria till Sunday when the results came back. So it was like a long, like 48 hours of not knowing. Oh, look at him playing. What really was going on with him. So from there, he had another couple of days. They continued draining. He had drain tubes put in, so that's why he's got these big old shaved sides that you can see there. They drained another 1,000 milliliters out of him the next day, and then decided that they were going to start draining them every 2 hours. And so they started doing that, and they were draining out about anywhere from 10 to 40 milligrams or cc's of little fluid from there, milliliters, and they were kind of hoping that would stop. We get into kind of probably Monday, Tuesday, and it really started seeing an improvement. We were seeing like almost no liquid coming out. Baloo was back to eating. He was looking better. He was fighting to get out of his little crate in there. And these are not little crates. These were ginormous crates. And even for him. But that's kind of where we were. So he finally gets out, come Wednesday, and they give us the prognosis that, they don't know what caused it. We ended up doing a CT scan as well. That came back clear. So no internal or external damage, no damage from, like cheatgrass or something like that. So that's kind of what we thought it might be. And let's see if I can get these guys playing. And so that's kind of how we came about to Wednesday, is that they sent us home. There's no reason for surgery because we don't know what necessarily caused this. So that is the downside to the positive prognosis of he's good to go, and as you can see, he's back to being a puppy and playing and doing things that a puppy should be doing. So we're just excited that he's home. He's happy. He's going back to training and doing all of that. We'll do another update kind of video here in a little while about how pet insurance and how we kind of made this whole thing happen. Because obviously a 5-day stay at an emergency vet is not a cheap endeavor for anybody. And so we want to kind of share our experience with that, and what I would suggest for any pet owner or owner of definitely a large breed dog, of what they should be doing, and maybe some things to look for when you're getting into insurance. So hope you guys have a great rest of your night. These two are going to have an absolute blast out here playing, and we'll see you guys around the channel here soon. Thanks.